Let's get serious about immigration reform, pass some laws that enable workers to work legally, and let employers hire these workers legally as well.
In a powerful floor speech, a Democrat challenges tough immigration enforcement, questioning who will fill critical jobs if current policies continue.
Strongly oppose this measure. Let me repeat, re-entry into this country is already a felony. Bottom line, if you're a hardcore criminal, with or without documents, you should be fried, period. The one thing about this bill that is lacking is simply this. We don't talk about the big magnet. What's the big magnet for people coming into this country? Jobs. People come to work. We need the workers. Wisconsin dairy farmers. 90% of those workers, up to 90% of those dairy workers at those Wisconsin dairies are undocumented. Manufacturing, farm workers, food processing. Who takes care of our seniors? Mainly undocumented workers. Ask my colleagues, is there anything in this bill going after the employers? What about when those undocumented are deported and they come back to the U.S.? Do you say to those employers, you are going to be double down, double felony, you're going to go to prison for life? That's the big issue here. Who's going to do those jobs? Solution, I ask my colleagues on the other side, let's work on immigration reform. Let's get some visas going for these workers. Instead, the situation we have right now, you tell employers, go ahead and hire an undocumented, because you don't have any others to hire. That's the only way you stay in business. But when you do that, you're essentially breaking the law. You give them the other option. Mr. Employer, fire those undocumented. And guess what? You'll go out of business. That is the scenario we have right now. Let me conclude by telling you a story about my district as well. Mr. Barreto, 25 years in this country, not a traffic ticket to his name. Was at the Home Depot, doing what he's supposed to do. Buy parts to do a job. Got picked up by ICE. His son called me. This man has 3 sons. All 3 are serving in the U.S. Marine Corps. Alejandro just finished honorable discharge. The 2 others are still in the Marine Corps in California. Now, what do you tell the American public when you tell them that the father of 3 Marines that took an oath to defend this country, to make the ultimate sacrifice for this country, we are deporting your father because he's a criminal? Come on. I asked Alejandro, I said, Alejandro, at Camp Pendleton, are there other Marines in your situation? He said, yes.
The gentleman's time has expired. The gentleman's time has expired.
I will extend the gentleman an additional 60 seconds.
The gentleman is
There are
recognized.
many Marines right now whose parents are undocumented, who are ready to lay down their lives for this country. My colleagues in the other aisle, work on immigration reform. This does nothing to strengthen our country, national defense. It hurts our economy. Why are we going down this path? Let's get serious about immigration reform, pass some laws that enable workers to work legally, and let employers hire these workers legally as well. Thank you very much.
Correa is forcing a deeper question. If jobs are the magnet, why isn't policy equally focused on regulating employers or creating legal pathways to meet labor demand? Without that balance, enforcement-only approaches don't solve the problem, they recycle it. People leave, come back, and the cycle continues, because the underlying demand never disappears. And then there's the human side he highlights, the story of families who are deeply embedded in American society, even serving in the military, yet still living with the constant risk of separation. That's where policy stops being abstract and becomes personal. It raises a difficult but necessary conversation about what fairness, contribution, and belonging really mean in a country built on immigration. So the bigger takeaway here is this. Real immigration reform isn't just about being tougher or more lenient, it's about being smarter. It means aligning laws with economic reality, creating legal workforce solutions, and addressing enforcement in a way that actually reduces chaos instead of fueling it. If you want to see meaningful change, the pressure has to go beyond moments like this. Stay informed, question policies that sound simple but ignore complex realities, and push for solutions that deal with root causes, not just the symptoms.